I have always loved the stars.
You won't control me again. I'm stronger than I was back then.
Yes, I feel it.
You can invade my mind, but I'll never become one of your children.
I no longer require a slave. You are much more than merely a Jedi.
My brain isn't big enough for the both of us.
Then we must expand it.
I don't know how you're in my head, but I've got unlimited ammo here.
You have nothing to fear.
You can enter my mind, but I won't bend to your will. I am no longer your wrath.
You have always been more than a title.
I always hoped I'd add your spirit to my collection.
I could say the same. This meeting is long overdue. To call you Sith is to ignore your true self.
You made a mistake getting inside my head. Just wait till you see my dreams.
I look forward to them.
Just what I needed. One more mental stowaway to ignore.
You do have a crowded mind. You cannot wield the Force, yet you triumph over powers far greater. You have earned my respect. I followed you here so we might speak undisturbed.
You're not the same Emperor I fought on Dromund Kaas or Ziost.
Everything changes. You, most of all.
Do you finally see the futility of the dark side?
I have evolved beyond light and dark. So will you.
The true Emperor follows no one. You are not him.
You focus too much on the past. All things evolve.
You've grown quite humble. Do you finally accept my superiority?
I accept the need for change, and so must you.
You're not the same lunatic I fought back on Ziost.
I am, and am not. Change overtakes us all in the end. You're true believers. You gave their lives purpose and meaning. A lost soldier. A mechanical servant. A doubting Jedi. The broken healer. And the unrepentant traitor. They were useful when you did not know yourself. But now, you are complete.
I thought you knew all my secrets. You didn't know I fell in love.
You violated your Jedi code. Impressive. Love withers when it is neglected. Left alone too long, love will seek another.
We'll be together again. Even a powerful Jedi is better when they have allies they can count on.
Yours already forget you.
You want to isolate me. It won't work.
The Barsenthor's loyal crew. Strange company for a warden of the Order. There's the bestial Seeker, a dissolute gambler, the spiteful revolutionary, a foolish idealist, and your naive acolyte. Why do you keep them? Is it obligation, pity, or simple inertia?
I follow the will of the Force where it leads. It guided me to join them.
And if the Force pulls you apart again, what then?
I will accept that if I must.
Some bonds run deeper than any of those things. I found love with one of them.
Your misfit crew. They aspire to your example, but are merely shadows. your dutiful beast, the sentimental gunman, an apathetic monarch, the artless fraud, and a forsaken avenger. You have no use for them.
I trust them to watch my back. Besides, they make me look good.
Without you, they are nothing.
Which is why I'm sure they're coming up with a plan to spring me.
Sure, bumped one. That's been pretty useful.
Your Havoc Squad, its members followed you beyond all reason. Mindless patriot, the bitter survivor, a self-righteous defector, a scheming manipulator, and a perpetual outsider. What becomes of soldiers without their leader? Warriors who lose their cause?
Love keeps me fighting when nothing else will. Havoc Squad's mission hasn't changed. They'll keep fighting.
Like machines executing a program. You are better than that.
A commander's nothing without troops. We rely on each other.
Your servants. They cling to you like parasites on a predator. The homicidal savage. Your thieving slave. The smiling betrayer. A debased apprentice. And a reckless malcontent. You suffered their existence for years. Even those who earned death.
Most are loyal. I keep those who aren't as a reminder to never lower my guard.
I once thought as you. It served me poorly.
They will not fail me. I will be freed from this prison.
One feeds my passion more than all the others combined.
Passion fades with distance.
We'll be together again.
Your acolytes. Rungs on the ladder of your ascent. The ageless fiend. An embittered pirate. An impure Jedi. Your worshipful academic. And a bloodthirsty zealot. They outlived their purpose long ago. Yet you permit them to live.
I'm not yet in the habit of murdering those I love. Call me sentimental. Clever Sith keep their allies close. You never know when you'll need a sacrifice.
You think you need them. You do not.
I'll decide that myself.
Your mercenary crew. They follow you out of self-interest. A cowardly scoundrel. A naive wanderer. The glory-seeking orphan. The Mandalorian pretender. And a brutish psychopath. You no longer need that outlaw band. You never did.
Maybe not all of them, but I've got someone special.
I pay them to watch my back.
Not anymore.
They'll find me if they know what's good for them.
Your conspirators. It is difficult to imagine a less trustworthy crew. A wanted fugitive. An alienated diplomat. A charming sociopath. The unassuming monster. And an amoral machine. Tell me, do they hope to rescue you or confirm your demise?
I know one who wants me back alive. We're in love. It's a bit of both. That's why we work together so well.
You see them clearly.
Are you insulting my colleagues for a reason?
Each day they drift further out of reach. You spend your life walking the Jedi path. This is where it led. Was it worth the journey?
The Order warns against forming attachments, but I can't let them die.
The way of the Jedi is not about reward or regret. And I haven't lost my companions yet.
You can escape their fate if you dare to be more than a criminal.
I like being a criminal. It's kind of my thing. I know a con when I hear one. What's your game, old man?
This is a soldier's fate. You can join them, or choose a better destiny.
Only cowards choose how they die. Soldiers accept their fate. I've never been afraid to die. But I want my people to live.
The old ways held you back. You barely tapped your true potential. It is time you are unleashed.
Do not presume to know me. My power is beyond your imagination. I know what I should be. If you have a plan, let's hear it.
You have always been superior to everyone around you, even them. Release your past. Become greater.
I'm already the best. Always have been. Always will be. This is why you don't have any friends. Some jobs aren't worth taking.
You have unlimited power to change reality. Choose to become something greater than you are now.
We both wield power from the shadows. What do you offer that I don't already have? Never try to manipulate someone like me. It always backfires.
Your republic will not save you, Jedi. It is a cradle of corruption. I never understood how you could serve politicians.
I defend peace and justice. Protect the innocent from harm.
And they squander your sacrifice. Why continue to help? What do you hope to achieve?
It's never been about me.
Perhaps it should be. You Jedi cultivate detachment, and yet you lay down your lives to preserve this place.
The knowledge and cultures of 1,000 worlds gather here. They're well worth defending.
They would not return that favor. The Republic shunned your order after the sacking of Coruscant.
People were afraid, but things changed.
They will change again. That is the way of things. You made your fortune in this corrupt Republic, but money cannot save you now.
You're forgetting all my friends in high places. They'll get me out of this.
Suresh and her cowards. To them, you are a crude implement, easily cast aside.
Now you're just being hurtful.
Pain brings clarity. Embrace it, Captain. You spend your life taking orders from cowardly politicians. Such a waste.
I protect free worlds from scum like you. No regrets about that.
Your republic is an empty ideal. Its people cannot appreciate your service.
I don't fight for a parade.
You deserve better than empty gestures.
Stand aside. I will not be swayed from my path.
You're slow on the uptake. I'll spell it out for you. Leave me alone.
I offer help. You seek shelter you do not need.
I didn't choose to come here. You brought me. Why?
You control more than you think. I follow your lead. There is greatness in you that cannot be denied. You are a far superior leader to any Chancellor.
I'm not one of your Sith. You can't tempt me with power.
You have all the power you require. What you lack is focus.
You applying to be my campaign manager?
A new order must replace this one. Why not yours?
My place is on the front line, not behind some desk.
Every soldier needs a cause worth fighting for.
I won't bother explaining democracy to a Sith.
I am no Sith, and democracy is overrated.
If I controlled the Republic, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You'd be dead.
Perhaps. But we share a vision of how things could be. This Republic is not worth saving any more than my empire. We have a greater purpose.
I'm loyal to the Republic. Nothing you show me will change that.
You refuse to see the truth. It will cost you.
If you think we're joining forces, you're insane.
Am I?
Then let's join forces like we planned on Zakul.
First, you must survive. You failed to defend their home. They will not forgive you.
I only fail when fear controls me.
I take the fall for your kid's temper tantrum. Figures.
Right or wrong, I'm not firing on my own people.
I'm not afraid of them. It's just a bad dream.
But the carbonite poisoning is quite real.
Don't come any closer.
They will not listen. They want you dead. Our failed empire. You were always superior to the murderous fools in charge here.
I enjoy ending their lives when they fail.
You could be more than an executioner. You could rule.
And spend my days fighting those who would steal my rightful place.
You understand what is required. There is nothing to fear.
They underestimate me. That will be their downfall.
You sat on the Dark Council, but you never belonged with petty tyrants.
I climbed out of your slave pits to the top of the Empire. I rather like the view.
We must broaden your horizons.
A fact I remind them of every chance I get.
A mind, a will like yours, should not remain in the shadows. Your name should be exalted.
It's known and feared by the right people.
To inspire fear is useful. To inspire hope, that is true power. My failed empire. You never belonged here, clawing through filth for murderous bureaucrats.
It paid the bills. Sometimes I even had fun.
It wasted your talents. There is more to life, to you, and credits and contracts.
Yeah, reputation. Even your Sith fear my name.
As they should. The Force has no power over you.
This empire failed because of you. Someone like me could lead it to victory.
Do not waste time following the path of Ma and Malgus. There is no redemption here.
What's the point of wallowing in your biggest failure?
To prove a point, the Dark Council, Imperial Intelligence, Mandalorians, all fail. You alone find victory.
Victory won't be mine until the last Jedi falls at my feet.
The Jedi Order is not your concern. Leave their defeat to another.
I won't be satisfied until the Empire is under my complete control.
Old ambitions will not sate your appetite.
The hunt never ends. There's always a bigger score.
Then chase something worthy of you.
I've only begun to spin my web of influence.
To trap whom?
I'll feel better when you're gone for good.
I am not your enemy. I will help you see.
I'm trapped in carbonite, dying of poison, and talking to you. This doesn't feel like winning.
A worm enters a chrysalis to grow wings. It never crawls again, and never looks back. This empire is not worth saving, and the Republic is not worth destroying. There is a greater purpose awaiting us.
I don't need allies, especially cagey beasts like you.
Is that so?
I already agreed to join you.
I have not forgotten.
The Empire is stronger than you think. I won't abandon my home.
Do not let sentiment cloud reality. They want someone to blame for their defeat. They choose you.
Your inbred children will never conquer Drome and Karth. Let them come. It's their funeral.
Theirs or yours. Only you can decide that. Choose quickly.
I won't waste my strength fighting things that aren't real.
These are not illusions. Empire, Republic, both fall before the eternal throne. You cannot stop what is to come. Save yourself. No authority but your own. No obligation but to yourself. Do not be afraid. Admit how good it feels.
Grandmaster Satele is the heart of the Jedi Order. I would never strike her down.
You refuse to admit your truth. So be it.
Grandmaster Satele failed the Jedi Order. I should have struck her down long ago.
You are ready for the future. You do not belong to the Republic any more than he did. You have always lived outside the law.
You're right, but I don't belong to you either.
When it comes to your future, your will is law, not mine.
What's a dead man got to do with this?
The galaxy is shaped by dead men. You must learn from their failures. The corrupted patriot. In the end, victory was more important to her than the people she served.
You have no idea how long I've wanted to do that.
You are no longer bound by orders. The future is yours to decide.
No. She made hard decisions, but she cared about her people.
Still playing the lapdog? So be it.
These visions, are they real? Will Coruscant fall?
What does it matter? Did it please you to kill him yourself? I sensed you felt cheated when I disposed of him.
Wrong. I respected Ma. He led the Empire with honor.
There is no honor in fighting for a lost cause.
Ma was weak. I always knew he'd die for my pleasure someday.
You have released your past. You are ready. The great Mandalore. Just another obstacle in your path to be swept aside.
The pubs put a fortune on the top Mando's head. Too bad this is a dream.
You joke of credits and ignore the truth of your own power.
I'm good. But it'd take more than just me to drop Mandalore.
False modesty has no place here. If you wish to survive, own your power. Darth Jadus, the best Sith my empire ever produced, but still deeply flawed. And no match for you.
Fanatics are led by their egos. I always knew Jadus would follow his straight into my crosshairs.
You claim your power. You are close now.
Your appeals to my ego are tedious. That isn't the real Jadus.
You must see beyond your limited perception.
This dream is a big joke to you, isn't it?
I seek only to open your eyes. I have passed beyond death's reach.
Both Jedi and Sith have sought immortality. What makes you the exception?
I am not hindered by the teachings of failures.
Care to put that claim to the test?
You will not be disappointed.
That's a secret I'd be interested in, if I believed you.
Ah, it is your nature to doubt. I will convince you. I cannot save you unless you want to live.
There is no death. There is only the Force.
Sith, do not beg for rescue. Through passion, I gain strength.
I can take this heap of slag alone.
I will decide my fate, not you.
Show me. My children abuse their power.
Real children? Not puppets enslaved to your will.
They aren't like your children I fought before. They have free will.
Never pegged you as a family man. Maybe it was all the planet killing.
You were bad enough alone. You didn't need your relatives.
You sired offspring, and forgot that dynasties are built on the bones of their founders.
This is why Sith shouldn't reproduce. Killing an apprentice is hard enough.
How'd a charmer like you make babies? Cloning?
If you're so immortal, why go to the trouble of reproduction?
Abandoning my past let me experience pleasures I denied myself before. I have known love on Zakul. Who knows? Even you may find it.
I committed my life to someone. Your children forced us apart.
A reunion may yet be possible.
Love leads to attachment. And that leads to the dark side.
Your thinking remains limited. A pity.
I won't find what I'm not looking for.
You may surprise yourself.
I've had more than my share of lovers.
Temporary comforts. I speak of something higher.
Anything's possible. But not while I'm in carbonite.
It is something to consider. We must deal with my errant son and daughter before they ruin everything.
You want me to end your bloodline? Consider it done.
They won't go gently. But I guess you can always make more.
That's not completely their fault. Zakul is as corrupt as the Empire.
But the Eternal Fleet makes it infinitely more dangerous.
I won't stop with them. Your new empire won't replace mine.
Zakul is not your enemy. They are.
Your daughter sees me.
Your daughter's giving me the eye.
Valen was always my favorite. Interesting.
Hear my voice, Valen. Release me from the carbonite while there's time.
The Force guides us both, Valen. You must free me from the carbonite.
Your father isn't much help. Maybe you can get me out of the carbonite.
Lady, if you can hear me, I need out of the carbonite right now.
Hear my voice, child. Free me now, and I may be merciful.
That's right. Focus on me. I want out of that carbonite tomb.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Get me out of the carbonite.
You can hear too, yes? I demand you free me from the carbonite.